Hello everybody, this is your Thursday installment of your golf. We are going to talk about a movement pattern today that is true in every athletic motion, including golf. A lot of people get this one messed up, but it's a pattern of widening and narrowing and widening. And here's what I'm talking about. If you're throwing something, you start out in this kind of narrow position. As you go back, it gets wider. As you transition, it narrows, and as you release, it widens again. Same thing if you're like throwing a football. You start out in this neutral pattern, it gets wider, you transition, it narrows, and it gets wider in the end. If I'm batting, I get wide to narrow, back to wide again in my finish. This same pattern happens in golf, and I see like 85% of our people have the pattern backwards in their golf swing. So here's how it would look in a golf swing. When you're taking the club back, you're in this sort of neutral width position, and we're talking about our arms right now. This is going to be a three-part series. We're going to talk arms and legs, then we're going to combine them. So 3 parts to this. So here's the first part. You start out neutral with your width. It stays neutral, 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 and at the top of the swing you create width. As you transition, it narrows. As you swing through, it widens again. Now, people get this one backwards, is they have this super wide takeaway where they get way out here. And Jack Nicklaus made this popular. I'm just guessing you're not Jack Nicklaus. I'm not. Okay, so don't get super wide super early, because there's only one place to go if I'm wide early, and that's narrow. So if you fight your wrist getting floppy at the top, your left elbow folding at the top, it's probably because you're too wide too early. So if I get out here real wide, I only have one place to go, and that's narrow at the top. So we want to keep this fairly narrow or neutral in the takeaway, and as I transition to the top, just the rotation of my body is going to create width, and then it's going to narrow, and then it's going to widen again. If you fight a chicken wing or a flip with your hands, you probably are going narrow to wide. Now I casted it. I can only go one place now, that's narrow again, and then you end up here. So here's your drill you can do on the driving range, okay? Is take a little kind of mini backswing, kind of 3/4, and get nice and wide without a lot of wrist hinge. So wide, not a lot of wrist hinge, and pause, and then get narrow, and then as wide as you can on the follow through. And just do that in pieces. So go 1, 2, 3. Do that a bunch of times, then try to combine it where you go 1, 2, 3. So where you start getting a feel for what that movement pattern is. Now in the transition move, there's going to be something that a lot of people are going to miss, okay? Here's what it is. Don't be this person. This is huge. Okay, so when you transition, the right elbow, or the trail elbow if you're a lefty, the trail elbow, when it transitions to narrow, it goes in front of your hip. Don't jam it in here by your hip pocket. It goes in front. So here's your drill again. Go wide, narrow, wide. And you can hit some balls like that. Tee it up just a little bit, pound some balls. Okay, next week, we're going to talk about the widening and the narrowing of your legs. Okay? Hope you enjoy. See you soon. Thanks.